Hi, this is Digital Femme and welcome to my channel. So in this video, I am going to talk about the effects of 5G. Now, I am not an expert. I do not know enough, or I am not versed in 5G technology. However, I have been privy to reading an ebook that is about to launch in addition to the print version. And after reading the ebook a number of times, because I've had to edit or revise or fact check, I started to realize that, there could be something to this 5G that we are all not aware of. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that, then continue watching. Hi, I'm glad you stayed. So what is 5G? We have been marketed that 5G is this fast, powerful Wi-Fi connection, and currently they are putting 5G towers in a lot of big cities surrounding a lot of urban areas. So I guess it started off with 2G, 3G, 4G in terms of radio frequency. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope it is a radio frequency. It's a frequency that we use when we use our mobile phones. Okay, I'm just botching this up because, you know what? I'm really tired and I could have done my research, but I just have to get on and do my 40th video of the 166-day challenge, and I'll tell you about that later. So I'm reading this ebook that talks about, electromagnetic pollution. So what, goes on to talking about microwaves and radiation, the amount of radiation it emits and what it actually does to our cells and our energy bodies, etc. But in particular, there's a section of this ebook that warns us of the dangers of 5G. And they say that the frequency of 5G, or the magnetic frequency of 5G, is like 10 times or 100 times that more powerful than 4G. So it's like, okay. With that aside, basically it's like 5G is almost like radiation waves, that it's like a microwave frequency. But now that they're putting cell towers all over urban areas or outside urban areas, then pretty much we are getting, and by we meaning people who live in these areas close to 5G, are getting affected by it. Now, in what way? So we have energy bodies that surround us. Sometimes you hear people call them an aura. You hear people say, oh, your aura is yellow or blue or purple or whatever. So yes, that is a fact. There's actually a camera that was invented by a Russian, and I forgot his name, but I'll put his name in the link in the description below. And I think he also came out with a book, which I'll put in the link in the description below. But really, this video was just wanting to talk about the effects of 5G. That's kind of like making me go, And cell phones, if cell phones have 5G capabilities, and that it's connecting to a tower through the 5G network or frequency, then we get affected too. And apparently in this ebook, it says that there are more children under the age of 15 that are now having brain tumors on the side of their face or their head where they mostly hold the cell phone. And there's also other devices too. They also talked about how 5G also affects the reproductive system and sperm count. You know what? I could cheat and look through the ebook and just, pick out the points, but I won't. What I will do is, when the ebook is actually ready to launch, I will do a video and I will put the link in the description to access the ebook. How's that? So I was wondering, has anybody ever heard about the dangers of 5G or the effects of 5G? And do they even believe it? Is it even true? Is this another conspiracy theory? Or is the conspiracy really rolling out 5G and making everybody think that it's this new technology where we can, for network and mobile and such. So like, who really knows? I personally am more geared to feeling that there are effects of 5G that we really just don't know. And there have been warnings about it, I guess, even before 5G was ever invented, or 4G. And people had kind of like already written about, hey, be careful with these frequencies because it could be detrimental to our health, because we don't know yet, because when they started to roll it out. So I don't know. What do you think? This video isn't really turning out the way I wanted to. And there's a reason for that. Lately, I've been having a nice routine. I will stop work at a really good time because I work remotely. And then I will take the time out for myself and unplug from being online. And I wasn't able to do that because just as I was wrapping up with work, I had a friend come in and I guess they really needed my help. So this video is taking another turn. However, I'm just going to go roll with it. So they came in and they needed my help. And what they needed was they actually wanted to know if the website I had created for them before, like many years ago that they never really used, can that be resurrected? And if not, can they have another website with another branding and et cetera, et cetera? And honestly, I do not have time to create a website. I mean, I absolutely could, but it's like, no, I will not do that again. I will not spend more hours on the internet longer than I have to, especially if it does not involve work, and especially if it involves a project such as this that I've already helped this person 2 times already in the past to set up like a type of online business. It's not an e-commerce thing. It's more like services and stuff like that. And nothing really came out of it. But then that was my fault because it was me that suggested, oh, you want to do this? You need a website. You need this. You need that. And they were like, oh, okay. So I was really gung-ho on that. But I've learned to not overstep. I've learned to not actually give too much without. It's not that I'm unkind. It's not that I'm not generous. I've just learned through experience when to put a limit on certain things and how much energy, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, physically, I'm willing to expend. That's pretty much what it was. So, this person said, I need this, and should I do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And I was really reluctant to answer. Normally I would jump on the bandwagon, but it's like, I was just kind of like quiet and listening. And if they asked a question, I would, tell them what my thoughts were, because I am a digital strategy consultant. So I consulted in this type of digital strategy. Basically, this person wants to go back and work as a handyman. They're very, very good, mind you. They're a very, very good, skilled handyman in all types of things: renovation, crown work, trim work, molding, electrician, plumbing, everything. Honestly, they could like freaking build a city. So I was like, well, yes, it would be very good to have a website, but if you really wanted to have a website and committed to getting a domain name and a hosting server or service provider and everything like that, then you really need to go full out. Then you're going to have a Google My Business page. And if you really want to show up in local searches, you really have to SEO the website and maybe think of purchasing keywords or AdWords or whatever, and yada, yada, yada. And they were like, well, I could always just like do that and then stop. And I'm like, okay, if you're going to do that, how long do you think of doing it? And then they said, oh, maybe 3 months, 6 months. And I go, yeah, then no. Like, don't even bother, because it's going to take longer than 3 to 6 months for you even to show up on local searches unless you pay, like Google to put yourself up there, like ads. And I don't think they were going to do that. So I said, you are a handyman. It's really by word of mouth. And why not just put yourself on Kijiji or Facebook Marketplace? Because those really are the places where people look for, right? So anyway, it's really by word of mouth. All of the other jobs was mostly word of mouth in the past that this person was doing. And I was really reluctant to do it. So blah, blah, blah. To make a long story short, I ended up doing it. I got them to buy a domain. Well, they wanted to buy a domain name. So I said, okay. So they just purchased a domain name through GoDaddy. But anyway, I said, you know what? Let's create a free website. Let's create it on Google. Like instead of using Wix or Weebly or whatever, let's just use sites.google.com. Why not? I didn't even know if it still existed. So it did. So I kind of did here it is, here's the name, here's this, here's that, some photos and stuff. Done. And then gave them access, created a Gmail account, created a Kijiji account, uploaded 2 Kijiji ads for free because the free basic account for Kijiji is you can have 2 free ads. Gave them access, an Excel sheet with all the credentials to their GoDaddy, their sites.google.com, their new email, the Kijiji account, blah. Like normally what I do. So I'm exhausted because I really wanted to have a nice evening after a good day of work. And instead I ended up doing something I really didn't want to do. But all that while at the back of my mind, I was like, well, am I being mean? Am I being mean not wanting to do this? But I know my reasons why, because this person was perfectly capable of figuring out how to create a free website. Totally. They're come on. And well, whatever. I guess I kind of I am not upset at myself for reneging on what I didn't want to do, but you know what? It's done. It's already past 9:30. I don't know what time it is right now, but it's definitely past 9. Oh, look, it's almost 10. And I really have not relaxed yet because I'm noticing that every time or the more I look at a screen, my eyes are, even if I wear the blue glasses, which I haven't been for a while, so maybe that's why, but I'm noticing my eyes are getting really tired. So I guess that's a bit, I was kind of pissed because, oh my God, I'm on the internet an extra 3 hours or 2.5, not 3, 2.5. Anyway, that's the video of today. So this was really like a rant video or a vent video, but whatever. I really wanted to talk about 5G. I guess I wasn't really ready or prepared. I should have been, but that was in the back of my mind. And oh, look, I ended up talking about something else. Well, you know what? That's fine. See how my energy is different? It's because I have to do a cleansing, man. Totally cleanse. So I'm going to just let it go. This is the 40th video, I believe, of the 166-day challenge. And if you want to know what that is, it's choosing to do one thing for 1 hour a day for 66 days straight. So I decided to do a video for about 1 hour for 66 days straight, just to jumpstart this old YouTube channel that I started in 2008. So that's the 166-day challenge. And this is my 40th video. So with that said, I'm going to go adios because I am really not in a good mood. And I know why. I have to meditate and cleanse and just get this energy out. Get my sage out and smudge everywhere. I'm not kidding. I do have a sage wand. And yeah. So I'm not even going to bother telling you to like this channel or subscribe to my channel. I'm not even going to tell you to do that because this video is not really, I don't feel worth it. Not that all the others are, but I'm just saying, you don't even need to subscribe to my channel. So I will see you tomorrow, hopefully in a better mood. Hopefully I'll talk about 5G again and research it better. Who knows? But I'd love to hear your thoughts in case you want to share. Okay, bye-bye.